Hello. Today we're going to take a look at something that I missed when we were doing the Tyrion SFO changes.
Sons and daughters of Ulthuan, be ready to fight!
We looked at the building changes for Tyrion, we looked at his skill tree changes, we looked at his faction and lord effects. And what I totally missed was where this comes in. I said I didn't know where it came in, I'd have to find it playing, and found it playing. This comes into effect at this building here. Alright, if you look at this guy right here, Heir of Aenarion gain +1 per turn. Now it doesn't matter, right? It says +1 all the way up. So this building is going to give you 1 Heir of Aenarion. Okay, and so multiple instances of this building will give you 1 a turn. Well, what are they good for? Where are they spent? They're spent in the place that I missed, and that is Tyrion's extended tech tree. You've got all the standard high elf tech tree here. Once you get to the end, past military 4 and the cultural advancements, you get this late game section down here. You can see that there's a high entry cost in terms of gold here, and then you can see there's a cost for each of these that is the Heir of Aenarion points. So these do 2 things essentially. These follow the retribution or union. Right, so this would be the bloodline of Aenarion, and this would be the, what do we call them here? Wrong one, dude. Let's go look in here.
Tyrion, heir of Aenarion.
So you've got your Majesty of Ulthuan, this is the unifying line, and you've got your bloodline of Aenarion here. So when you're doing tech, if you're going to go full-on Tyrion war machine, killing everybody, this is the area that you're going to spend your money and your resources in. So what exactly does it entail? Well, for starters, more weapon strength, more missile damage. So we assume that's faction-wide, because Tyrion's not a missile fighter. And this warning here, choose retribution or unity, one assumes that you lock the other one out when you do it. So each of these take note at the top, diplomatic relations -5 with all factions except high elves, and then it scales 10, 15, 20 relations minus. That also goes for the second line here. So what are you getting when you turn all these people against you? Well, you're getting combat, right? Melee attack and reload time. This is going to be faction wide, I assume. Vigor loss for armies in enemy territory. Hold the line, so a leadership boost. And then Rage of War. This is a mechanic that helps your troops when they're damaged. See, it says enabled if hit points less than 50%. Then down here, movement range and campaign line of sight, post-battle loot, global recruitment -2 for all units. That means some of your dragons and your higher use units are going to be faster to recruit. Still costly. Recruiting is very, very costly in SFO. And then here we have income, casualty replenishment, and recruitment. So this is going to make your armies far more potent. This is the one that can undo the animosity that you start with. Remember, Tyrion now starts with -25 to his relations with other factions. He gets growth here, but each of these is adding diplomatic relations with all other factions. 10, 15, 20, and the same for this line. And these are faction bonuses. Siege benefits here, diplomatic relations and hero and lord recruit rank. This one is corruption and leadership. This one is hero capacity, hero success, influence gain, and upkeep for lords and heroes. This is an outstanding one right there. Down here, okay, control, income and construction cost, attrition and income from ports. Finally down here, construction time 50% for all buildings. The Eagle Sanctuary summons an eagle 3 times with a cooldown of 2.5 minutes, or 2.5 minutes. And then construction cost and construction time. So these are great upper end, late game, high tier, expensive tools to keep your faction growing. So what is this influential advancements here? This is essentially a set of skills tailored to individual lords and heroes, lords and hero types, that has a cost in influence. Later in the game, you may have confederated everybody. Everybody loves you. You don't really need the influence points to do anything. There is a constant tax here, 2 per turn, to allow you to recruit princes at higher rank. There is 4 per turn to allow you to increase the potency of those princes, and the same goes for princesses, archmages, right? So recruit rank for archmages, that's something that usually only techless can do. Here you can see that miscast is reduced. This is very important in SFO because there's a miscast chance for everybody, for basics, even for basic spells. Okay, so here we've got nobles. Here we've got what do we have here? Handmaidens. Hero capacity +2, so that's something that usually only Aenarion gets, with recruit rank also. And then here it increases the strength of their missiles and replenishes them. Okay, then this should be regular mages. That's lore masters. Lore masters here, hero capacity and rank, armor and melee attack. Here we have mages. And finally at the bottom, alright, Lord recruit rank, campaign line of sight, Lord recruit cost, excuse me. So you're looking at substantial amounts of influence loss per turn, but late in the game, when you have a lot of infrastructure, you're generating 30 to 40 influence a turn. What's it going to be used for? Now you have something that you can use in the background. So these are additions to his tech tree. This spends the bloodline of Aenarion points. Those come from 2 sources. They come from this building line here, 1 per turn for the entertainment building, the plaza and up. And they also come, as you can see here, from battles. So we'll make sure to include everything to the far right of the tech tree for the other lords when we get around to them. Thank you.